All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Harakakodash. A double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Green Millstone, and a sincere Shalom to Yaki in bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. And as you see, this article is from the RT, and it reads, U.S. Court rules 10 Commandments law unconstitutional. Right? It says the Louisiana bill targeting public schools and universities violates the religious freedoms. It's lucky. And a federal judge has ruled. It says a federal court in the U.S. state of Louisiana has declared unconstitutional a law requiring and I don't even want to say that the Christianity's 10 Commandments, because it's the scriptures, the Holy Bible's 10 Commandments, right? Be displayed in all public schools across the southern state by the new year, right? We understand this part of this, the U.S. is considered the Bible Belt, Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, Texas, Mississippi, so forth and so on. It says, so these cultural Christians, because that's what they are, they don't really, uphold or really believe in the scriptures as they're supposed to. But they are cultural Christians, basically meaning what the scriptures say with their lips do they honor me, but their hearts are far from me. But even in that, saying you're a Christian, you once that was not once in Antioch, it was said to us, those that believed on Yahweh Shai. But nevertheless, this truth is only for Israelites, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So them even, believing, they believe in religion, but they can't, actually be saved. It says the legislation enacted in June by Louisiana's Republican Governor Jeff Landry requires all state-funded primary and secondary schools, as well as universities, to post the commandments in large, easily readable font in every classroom by January 1st, 2025. Louisiana is the only U.S. state to have adopted such a law. Trump commended the law at the time, describing it as a possible first major step in the revival of religion, which is desperately needed in our country. And this also shows you why, Trump is a devil himself, right? Because here it is, we're going to be persecuted for actually preaching and teaching the Bible in its truth and sincerity, but he's allowing, Christianity to flourish, so to speak, right? But you don't see him taking away, the whole alphabet agenda, If the laws of the land are supposed to be upheld, then why are we still eating GMOs? Why is the water still polluted? Why is the minds of the people still being preyed upon? We can go on and on. All of these things are wicked acts being done in the midst of Babylon, man. If this was supposed to be a godly, God-fearing country, why do you still have peed rings, man? Trafficking. All of these things are against the scriptures, but they're upheld within the society, and especially in America. Why is Hollywood still in existence if this country is supposed to be so God-fearing, man? Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, all of these different wicked companies, that bring forth evil. Why are they still here? See, because it's just about what they're saying. And this is why the scriptures tell you, about, two horns like a lamb, but he spake as a dragon. Because that docile nature, saying things to appease the mind of the public, this is part of that witchcraft in which they're pushing onto the people, man. Here it is, Trump is telling you, yeah, we're about to establish this. We're about to get rid of this. Let's see how he moves when he actually gets in. We already know that he can't, go against the agenda of the elites. He was put in by them. Right? So let's keep going. It says Trump commended the law at the time, describing it as a possible first major step in the revival of religion, which is desperately needed in our country. Right? But not truth. They're saying religion and not truth. Because what we're speaking on the highways and hedges is truth. And because of this truth, we're going to be persecuted. Because Esau hates hearing it. Because it's ultimately a stamp to show forth the end of his kingdom. It says Tuesday's blocking of the statue, which comes just days after Trump's re-election, was made by federal judge John De Gravelis, an appointee of former Democratic President Barack Obama. He said he described the law as unconstitutional on its face and as well as discriminatory and coercive. But the whole agenda that's being pushed, man on man, woman on woman, adult and child, that's not coercive though, right? It says he added that the statute violated the religious rights of people who opposed such displays, showing you that there's no truth in this land, man. This is all wickedness. The only truth that comes up is through Yahweh Shema Shai's prophets, man. So let's grab a couple precepts, because matter of fact, this is coming from the book of Isaiah 5. Because this place, righteousness is seen as wickedness, and wickedness is seen as righteousness, right? There's Isaiah 5:20, and it reads, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter," right? And that's why the scriptures say, surely the turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. Here in this society, Esau gets to choose what he deems as truth and lie, right? Anything that's coming from an alternative media that's not mainstream is considered a lie, even if it's truth, right? It says, "Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Woe unto them that are mighty to..." It's like it. Yeah, I'm going to read 23. It says, "Was just of..." No, I'm going to read 22 and 23. "Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine and men of strength to mingle strong drink, which justify the wicked..." That's the point. The point was in 20 and 21. So like it. I got another precept. It's coming from the book of Job 10. And verse 22, and it reads, "A land of darkness, as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, and where the light is as darkness," right? Which signifies Babylon the Great. It's a land of complete darkness, confusion, madness, wickedness, and it says what? Where the light is as darkness. So where the truth is seen as wicked. The truth is a lie here, in Esau's society, in his world, and lies are the truth. So something of these people having the commandments shown in their face, it's not going to be established here, in this wicked society. Why? Because look at the man ruling. As is the ruler, so are the people. But when it's going to be established? In the kingdom to come. When the tabernacle of David is established, which is what? A government. A government of who? A government in the order of Yahweh, the Most High, right? And his son, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls the Messiah, King David, the 12, and the rest of the elect, man. That's going to be the mountain, or that government established upon the whole earth. And at that point, you ain't going to have no choice but to hearken unto the commandments, man. Because we'll be perfect, so it'll be written within us. But that order of righteousness has to be established throughout this land. I don't mean like America. I mean in the kingdom to come, right? But I want to grab another precept. Because here it is, we're combating, all of these different laws and legislations. They're basically taking it out of, the last places in America where it's made public. So how much more when they deem us a threat due to the fact that we're pushing you Israelites to repent? Because that's where the real, what do you call it? That's where the real threat is to Esau, man. Because sin is a huge business. And when Jake is completely engulfed in it, we're far away from our power. So when we're putting off those deeds, it's like of the flesh and the wickedness, guess what? We get closer into Yahweh Shema Shai, right? And he fights for us. Matter of fact. And that's what it's going to come down to us. That's what it's going to come down to, Salaki. Those standing boldly for the laws and the covenant of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Because you saying you believe or showing forth your faith, being an example, we're going to be persecuted for that. Here it is. They're telling you, or they're telling the people, having the commandments in school, having the 10 commandments in school or public places, Hey, that's discriminatory because everybody don't believe that. But here it is, they push the agenda of wickedness down your throat every day. They make your kids submit to it. But that's not discriminatory. That's no problem. That's no problem. Sending your kids to strip clubs and having trannies read in front of them. Having books in your children's libraries about sex and masturbation. That's not a problem though. That's not a problem. But having the righteousness established, hey, that's too far. Right? So this is Luke 18:7, and it reads, "And shall not Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, Yahushai, shall he find faith on the earth?" Right? And the only faith in which he's going to find is from his elect and his 1/3, man. That's it. As for the rest of especially not this country, man, hey, it's going to go up in flames. Hence the second death. But this is what it is, man. The true believers, the true worshipers are going to continue in the things in which we were taught. Lord willing, we be those men. Right? I'm going to grab another precept. This is coming from the book of Amos 8:11, and it reads, "Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that I'll send a famine in the land." Right? Because having the commandments up, in a land where righteousness isn't being established, it's not going to have none effect, especially since it's coming from Esau. Hey, but when the power structure changes, and you're forced to hearken, or Mashapatyam, hey, then guess what? You're not going to have a choice at that point. Just like, we don't have a choice, and we have to live and bear and be vexed constantly with the wickedness that Esau's putting up. His agenda is adverse unto our spirits. So our agenda, Slaka Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's agenda, is adverse to the way he wants to walk. But guess what? He's not going to have any choice. Just like how we have to deal with this BS, he's going to have to hearken or else. This is Amos 8:11, right? But it's about us maintaining that faith and integrity in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because the Lord is going to allow Esau, to cut off the avenues of the truth being taught. Then it's only going to be with a select group of men and women that believe, right? So if you don't have it when he fully shuts it off, because all this article is speaking of is a gradual, outlaw of the Bible. California already called the Bible a weapon, man. So what happens when the whole country does it? Then the targets are going to be on us. Just like the book of Eli. He didn't have, what was it? The book was in spoiler alert, the book was in Braille. But at the end of the movie, what is he doing? He's reciting the word. Right? So the word is going to be locked up within his men in the days to come. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, though we understand a famine of bread and water will happen." This is speaking of what? Nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. "And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it." Right? So though they're outlawing it or gradually doing it, right? It's going to be of none effect, for those who are actually destined to be saved. It says the 10 Commandments is the biblical set of principles seen as the essence of life. Let's not say Christianity, of life. Because you hearkening unto those commandments, life grows out of that, man. That's so when you deviate from and it's not just 10, it's over 613. But the point is, when you deviate from this set of bounds or guidelines and rules, which were established by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, what flourishes upon the earth? Death, murder, thievery, chaos. The whole LGBTQ agenda, sickness, right? These things flourish because there's not a wise man ruling. It says proponents of the Louisiana law argued that it would reinstate a former relic of state and national history, culture, and tradition in the state's public education spaces. And on top of that, Christianity was used to destroy our people. Christianity is a huge tool that still got Jake in a chokehold, man. It's done so much damage unto you Israelites, man. Because what happened? What ideology stem from Christianity? Virgin birth, that you have no enemies, that the Lord loves everyone, right? Trinity doctrine. We can go on and on, right? Oh, what do they tell you? Oh, homosexuality isn't a problem. Hate what they say. Hate the sin and not the sinner. Right? These are the doctrines of Christianity, which is just wickedness itself, because Christianity doesn't actually reflect of what the Bible teaches at all. There's so many holes in Christianity, man. It's ridiculous. Oh, that everybody could be saved. That's like the big one. All you gotta do is say you repent and call upon the name, the J name, and you that's it. You know, you could still be a demon. So them even doing this, hey, let Esau fight. We're not Christians, man. We're followers of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, and we're Israelites. Hebrew Israelites, man. Christianity or the word Christians, it was like a derogatory term said to us and placed upon us, man. Hey, but we're Israelites. This is our heritage. This is our culture. Hey, these are the accounts that of our forefathers who dwell with Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, you know, whom he instilled wisdom and entrusted wisdom within, right? So to them, it's just religion. But to us, it's our life. But they're showing you that they're taking this away piece by piece. Every part in America that still has, you know, a little belief in the scriptures, it's all going to be rooted out. Because what Esau wants to do is fully enact his NWO, which is a lawless land in which he creates these draconian laws that you must abide by. And anything outside the guidelines of what he says is going to be deemed as a threat, and he's going to deal with accordingly. So he's trying to exalt himself as Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, man. Right? But I just want to go into that, you know, just to show forth, hey, that they're showing you how fast they're trying to, you know, take us off the street and off the internet, man. Right? Because now the Bible Belt Christians, you know, are going to fight against this. So if they hate them, how much more us? Right? So that was the point, you know, not to make it too lengthy. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying unto the body. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Harakakwadash. A double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone. And a sincere shalom to Yakim, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. Shalom.